Hello and welcome back to Generation Red, a channel where we like to focus on the impressive stupidity of political matters. And today, we have one heck of a topic to discuss, and that topic is, drumroll please, that's right, I figured out how to include sound effects in this video, the first presidential debate. In case you've been living under a rock for the past 4 years, we've had this guy named Donald J. Trump as our president, and I'll say this once and I'll say it again. I don't think he's a terrible human being and a physical reincarnation of Hitler. However, at the same time, this man is very obviously not the most polished human being in the world. He often says things that really make you take a second and think to yourself, did he really just say that? Over and over and over again. He's like a broken record of scandalous sound bites. Let me be very clear though, I do empathize with him to a certain degree because I know that if I had people following me around, recording everything I've said for the past 21 years of my life, and then taking those things I've said out of context in small sound bites and then mashing them together, I can personally guarantee you that I would look like the worst person in the world. So that's just something to keep in mind. However, he is the president of the United States after all, and I'm just a guy. Moving on, his political opponent is a man named Joe Biden. Now, the same could be said for him. Sound bites have been mashed together of him that make him sound a little senile, old, and crippled for lack of better descriptions. And it's partly true. I've seen him talk uninterrupted multiple times, and I'm talking full speeches here, and I can confidently tell you that he's just as rude as Donald Trump. For example, he called a prospective voter of his fat on national television and then proceeded to label him as, I kid you not, a lying dog-faced pony soldier. God, I really hope that's a reference to a movie, which I believe it is, but still, that's just a weird thing to say to someone. So anyways, we've come to a point in our lives under this great nation in which by some miraculous phenomenon, these are our two candidates for president. And given everything that we knew about them going into the debate, we could all predict that it was going to be a bit fiery. However, both of these candidates really blew everyone's expectations right out of the water, in the worst way possible. For those of you who didn't watch, I'll sum it up for you in one sentence. It was a crap show. A totally useless crap show. Instead of talking policy, the vast majority of the time, if not all, was spent with the two candidates bickering at each other like two 10-year-olds fighting over a piece of candy. As a matter of fact, actually likening them to 10-year-olds is disrespectful to all those 10-year-olds out there, so I apologize about that. This debate was an embarrassment. But you know what? Instead of me just talking about it, let me just pull a clip that pretty much sums up exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you willing to tell the American people tonight whether or not you will support either ending the filibuster or packing the court?
Whatever position I take on that, that'll become the issue. The issue is the American people should speak. You should go out and vote. You're in voting now. Vote and let your senators know how strongly you feel. Vote now.
Are you going to pack the
Make
court?
sure you, in fact, let people know you're a senator. I'm not going to answer the question
Why
because,
wouldn't you answer that
because
question?
the question is
the new Supreme Court justice, radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe? Who's on your list?
Gentlemen, I think
The entire debate was like this. Trump was a bully, and Biden was an idiot. Case in point, to anyone out there who thinks that either of these gentlemen are fit for office after this shambolic performance needs to wake up and realize that one of these men are going to be the leader of the free world. They should be civil, not combative. One of the president's primary duties is to maintain good relations with his people and with other countries. Does anyone really believe that either of these men have the temperament to do so? Good God. What have we, as a country, gotten ourselves into? Furthermore, it's high time we recognize that both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party do not stand for what they are supposed to stand for. The Democratic Party is supposed to be the party of liberty and democracy, however, they instead choose to spend their time condoning violent riots, punishing law-abiding citizens, and stripping the country of our ability to defend ourselves, while also being simultaneously as inclusive and as exclusive towards human rights as physically possible. Furthermore, the Republican Party is no longer the Republican Party. It is the Trump Party. So many conservatives would bend head over heels for this and wouldn't even dare anything he does. Our duty as conservatives should be to hold other conservatives accountable for their actions, and I believe that President Trump needs to be held accountable for his conduct at the debate. Don't get me wrong, I love a good roast and some nice ad hominem just like the next guy, but at the end of the day, discourse should always remain civil, especially when it comes to a national presidential debate. In fact, it's absolutely insane that I should even have to say that in the first place. So, lastly, this is how the debate has personally affected me. Before the debate, I was 100% sure on voting for President Trump for his second term. However, after that display, my choice has become exponentially more difficult because both candidates at this moment in time are completely undesirable for me. Once again, thank you very much for watching Generation Red. If you're new to this channel and enjoy what you're seeing, then remember to like and subscribe for more weekly content. Alright, see you next time.